got lit up. I got lit up last night. I got challenged. I got called the F word. Not the one that ends in an R. I got called the other F word multiple times out Rajah Jackson. And Joel even says to me, man, he's disgusted. I can hear it in his voice. I mean, I've known Joel 30 years. Like, he is legitimately disgusted with me. Of which is a word that he actually used. I'm disgusted. And he goes, I know why you did that. I know why you took his side. You were trying to be controversial and get clicks, but yeah, you're on the wrong side of this. It was an attempted murder, and he's going on and on.
Chael, buddy, you must have seen a completely different video than the rest of the world. Yeah. You must have missed his comments on live post following his attack. Yeah, it was 100%. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Chael Sonnen's latest comments have sparked outrage across the MMA community. Fighters, journalists, and fans are all weighing in, and many aren't holding back. Let's break down the backlash and see why his words have caused such a strong reaction. Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen spoke on his podcast about the backlash he faced after comments on Rajah Jackson. He revealed that Joel, a close friend for 30 years, called him directly and said he was disgusted with Sonnen's stance. And this personal reaction underscored the seriousness of the criticism.
To Joel this morning. Joel gives me the business too. Now, this all has to do with a piece that I made and put out yesterday, Sunday, about Rajah Jackson. And Joel even says to me, man, he's disgusted. I can hear it in his voice. I mean, I've known Joel 30 years. Like, he is legitimately disgusted with me. Of which is a word that he actually used. I'm disgusted. And he goes, I know why you did that. I know why you took his side. You were trying to be controversial and get clicks, but yeah, you're on the wrong side of this. It was an attempted murder, and he's going on and on.
Sonnen said many online critics reacted the same way. He claimed people judged a few seconds of his video without watching the full segment. Chael explained his real focus was on asking why no arrest had been made, even though police had the video. He said this was his main talking point, not defending the act itself.
And much like the people in the DMs and much like the people that I heard from on social media, you didn't see the piece. Yeah, I mean, it's about an 8 or 9, 10-minute piece. And what you're describing is about 8, 9, 10 seconds. So I let Joel yell at me. And he telling me, he said, that's an attempted murder. And I said, all right, Joel. I said very calmly like this, I'm acting this out for you. This just happened, I just hung up. I said, all right, Joel. I said, if I would have called the police from a payphone anonymously and told them that I saw you do that in a 7-Eleven parking lot, you would have been in handcuffs hours ago.
Before diving into the MMA guru's take, the controversy had already sparked heated debates online. Many fans accused Chael Sonnen of downplaying Rajah Jackson's violent outburst during the wrestling show, and while some argued Chael was only asking legal questions, others felt he was protecting Rampage's son. His divided opinion set the stage for Guru's blunt reaction, where he directly challenged Chael's defenses of Rajah.
Part of the Chael Sonnen video. Just in, Rajah was offended that it wasn't grape soda. Okay. Rampage Jackson's son pro wrestling beatdown. Chael, buddy, you must have seen a completely different video than the rest of the world. Yeah. You must have missed his comments on live post following his attack. Yeah, it was 100%. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Furthermore, Tim Welch shared his reaction to the Rajah Jackson video. He said the victim looked badly hurt with serious concussions and possible brain swelling. Tim explained that Rajah was a 25-year-old fighter who had a 0-1 pro record and a 4-0 amateur record. After competing, he switched to streaming online, which is where the controversial clip was recorded and shared.
Streaming heads to this WWE wrestling thing and about murders a guy. Who knows? The guy, supposedly the guy's woken up, but he's not doing okay. It looks like he gave this guy several heavy concussions and probably a lot of brain swelling. So let's take a peek here at this video. Okay, so this is what happened. The kid, I think he's 0-1 in MMA. 0-1 in MMA. He's 25 years old. He was 4-0.
After giving that background, Welch described the scene itself. He said the older man in the video looked like a laid-back veteran who was just joking around. The man cracked a beer over Raja's head, making it seem like a WWE-style stunt for attention. Raja then reacted by grabbing him from behind, lifting him, and trying to throw him down.
4-0 as an amateur, started fighting. Now he's streaming. This is what the video looked like. So he jumps in. This is an old school vet, one of those old dogs you probably get along with. Probably has a funny, cool dude. So he cracked the beer over Raja's head, and Raja's streaming, so he's thinking about getting some clicks too. But clearly the guy's trying to set up a little WWE skit. Clearly. So now he has a chance to jump in there and toss this guy. So he comes behind him, goes high crotch.
Finally, after describing how the incident started, Tim gave a serious warning about street fights. He explained that once emotions take over, things can go too far and real damage can happen. Tim expressed that even with some fighting skills, losing control can turn deadly. He made it clear that what happened in Raja's case was dangerous and deeply upsetting to watch.
That's the thing, you got to be careful getting in street fights. If you can avoid street fights, avoid them. Especially if you got a temper tantrum. Maybe if you know a little jiu-jitsu and you get in a street fight here and there, it's okay. You can take care of yourself, get in a good position. But once you crack somebody and then you start seeing red and you're not thinking about what you're doing and you're punching them and they're already knocked out, good chance you're going to kill them. And now you might be in the pen. So, I mean, that was fucked up. If that guy was my dad or something, I would be furious. So, hopefully this guy comes out of it all right. They said he came to, and it's not looking good.
Adding on, Jimmy Smith explained that the Raja Jackson incident was a mix of a wrestling stunt and real MMA violence. He said the situation got dangerous because there was no real referee or trained staff to control it. Jimmy highlighted that unlike professional MMA fights, this event lacked safety measures. The combination of a staged act with real punches made it chaotic and unsafe for everyone involved.
And it was that combination of a pro wrestling work and then an MMA fight against someone who's unconscious. There's not a real referee in there. There's not real support staff. It's not a real fight. So in an MMA fight, we've all seen late stoppages. A late stoppage is 1 to 3 punches. 3, the ref is really taking their time.
Jimmy continued, describing how dangerous the situation became. He said that instead of 1 or 2 punches like a normal late stoppage, the unconscious fighter took 15 to 20 hits without control. The referee was confused and didn't know how to stop it. Jimmy emphasized that this shows the importance of trained officials and proper support in any fighting event to prevent serious injury or worse.
If you think about it, a bad stoppage is 1 or 2 punches. This was 15 to 20 unanswered punches. Why? The ref's not a real referee. He doesn't know what to do. He's totally confused. You can tell he initially thinks it's just a spot, and this can't be as bad as I'm seeing. And then he just beats this poor dude damn near to death. Finally, a bunch of wrestlers jump in and separate him. They actually covered the guy. Referee counts 1, 2, 3. But it's what I mean by the worst beatdown is it was an MMA event. It wasn't a fight in a pro wrestling ring where they're not equipped to deal with this. If you try to do this in a pro wrestling, in a professional MMA fight, and you start beating on a guy and the referee's pulling you off, 10 people are going to jump in the ring and separate you because that's, it happens sometimes, unfortunately. But, they have the staff and the experience to deal with it. A pro wrestling promotion has no idea how to stop this kind of thing. They have no clue. They had no idea what was going on.
Furthermore, Chael Sonnen added his perspective on the Raja Jackson incident, focusing on the wrestler's side. He said Psycho Stu is a family man and a veteran who never expected serious injury. Sonnen explained that in professional wrestling, experienced performers often guide newcomers on how to throw controlled punches. He used examples from famous wrestlers showing that mistakes can happen even when everyone's trying to keep it safe.
And that no reasonable person, we're talking about Psycho Stu here, who, by the way, is a family man, he's a veteran. Wonderful guy. None of us are led to believe that he thought he was going to get his jaw broken and his teeth knocked out. But that is a very common thing for a professional wrestler to tell somebody that's never done it before. Hey, I don't know how to throw a working shot. Do I open my hand? Do I pull? Do I hit my, like, I don't know how to do this. Hey, don't worry, just hit me. I'm a professional. Just throw the punch. I'll roll with it. It's quite literally what the Big Show, just by example. And this happens all the time, but by example, this is what the Big Show told Floyd Mayweather. We're not going to work and we're not going to practice, and this isn't what you do. I'm for it, but just throw the punch.
Moving on, Michael Irvin broke down the incident, explaining why Roger Jackson reacted the way he did. He said Roger didn't understand that the situation was staged as part of a wrestling-style act. Irvin pointed out that the wrestler used a prop beer can and intended it as a harmless stunt. Roger, thinking it was real, took it personally, which caused him to overreact and escalate the situation quickly.
Roger Jackson simply goes crazy. Let's start. The Roger Jackson situation. Roger Jackson was at some live streaming wrestling event, and Psycho Stu is this wrestler. He grabs a beer can, one of those prop beer cans, smashes it on Roger Jackson's head, really smashes it on his own hand. No beer scatters anywhere, no anything like that. It's one of those fake cans. He thinks they're putting on a gig to give him some action for something they gotta do in the ring later. They're all live streaming everything. Roger Jackson takes this thing personally because he doesn't realize this is a game.
Irvin explained that the whole event was recorded because everyone was streaming it live. Roger Jackson and the other wrestlers were all streaming while performing, so everyone got caught on tape. Irvin said some people think they apologized afterward, but the fight didn't happen at a major promotion like WWE. It was a small, independent event which made the situation more chaotic and risky.
Everybody's streaming. Even Rampage, wherever he is, he's streaming. Raja, he's streaming. The wrestling people, they're streaming. So everything got caught on tape. And now, right now, Psycho Stu, I know everybody's talking about, oh, he apologized. And I'm gonna tell you the craziness of all of this. Everybody's saying he's apologized, and they apologize to each other. There's water under the bridge, all of that. No. I don't know the name of this wrestling venue, but I tell you what, it didn't say WWE, a worldwide WWF, Worldwide Entertainment, Worldwide Federation, World Wrestling Federation. None of those big old things. It's one of those other little things.
Finally, Irvin said he was worried about Roger Jackson's mental state. He explained that live streaming while reading negative comments can make someone lose control. Roger seemed to want attention and praise, but didn't handle criticism well. Irvin said if someone can't handle the pressure, they should turn off the camera or stop streaming to avoid acting dangerously or hurting themselves or others.
I'm concerned about a mental illness with this, in this situation right here. And because when you see him in the rage walking, I'm sick of people trying me. I'm tired of this. Everybody coming at me and only coming at me like I'm some soldier. Wait a minute, dude. Turn your damn camera off or stop reading these damn comments. Nobody's making you live stream, so you're going to them looking for love and affection, and you're not getting the comments in your right direction, and now you want to get mad at them? Turn off the damn phone.
Furthermore, Nathan Konarka gave his view on why Roger Jackson acted the way he did. He said some people try to show toughness to prove they're the strongest, which can lead to reckless actions. Nathan explained that this need to appear alpha can make someone attack without realizing the other person thinks it's all part of a performance, turning a controlled situation into something dangerous.
And he jumps in and he proceeds to do what he was going to do. He is trying to show the world how tough he is, what a tough guy he is by doing something like this. And this is a huge problem with sort of the insecure, narcissistic, fake alpha male space, is that huge insecurity, and I have to portray an image that I'm the toughest fucking guy around. And so he ends up attacking somebody who thinks this is all part of the actual show, and then almost ends up killing him. All right, and so this also really pisses me off, of course, as a veteran of combat.
Nathan continued, pointing out that even after the wrestler, Psycho Stu, apologized and stayed humble, Raja's attack showed poor judgment. He emphasized that taking advantage of someone who isn't prepared is dangerous. Nathan also noted that, watching the incident, even Raja's father was shocked at how serious it became. The lesson is clear: misreading the situation can escalate harmless acts into near tragedies.
And a disabled veteran myself is Sicko Stu, who tells a story about, again, how he's basically found a therapeutic outlet through things like professional wrestling. And he's just there, again, you can see from the very beginning, right? He thought it was all part of character. As soon as he realized it's not, he apologizes up front. He's super humble about it. And then this fucking shithead decides, right, to take advantage of that situation when he's not ready for it anymore when he's in the ring. But even Raja's dad, when he watched this, thought this was horrific.
On the other side, after all the chaos and warnings from analysts, Raja Jackson surprised everyone with his response. Despite nearly being knocked out and facing criticism online, he didn't back down. His actions showed determination and resilience, proving that he learned from the situation. Fans and fighters alike noticed his focus and strength, signaling that he was ready to come back stronger and not let the incident define him.
I'm gonna get his ass back, Chad.
Uppercut is right there, Roger.
Watch the metal!
Moving on, Rampage Jackson spoke about what happened to his son Raja. He said when people bring cameras to the gym, they sometimes try to show off. He explained that moves like spinning kicks are hard to control and can be very dangerous. Rampage warned that if Raja's opponents had been bigger or stronger, things could have gone badly, showing how serious the situation really was.
When you bring a camera to the gym, people like to show out and shit. Raja's live on stream. That nigga know what he was doing. This is not something you do because, first of all, you can't even really control the power on a spinning kick like that unless you dance. Anyway, you got to be very experienced, and when you spin around and jump and spin around, you can't really control the power on shit like that. If that guy was Raja's size, his weight class, he would have been knocked out, and I would have been up at that gym fighting that motherfucker.
Meanwhile, Sean Jones talked about what went wrong with Raja Jackson. He said the spinning head kick was thrown too hard and not safely. In normal sparring, fighters usually pull their kicks so no one gets hurt. This kick hit Raja with too much power, making him stumble and causing a concussion. It shows how dangerous it is for someone who wasn't ready.
Whoever that lad was who threw that spinning head kick, terrible sparring etiquette, mate. He pretty much threw it full force. If you're throwing a head kick of any type in sparring, you need to pull them kicks a little bit, especially if it's a spinning head kick. Most of the time, if I'm sparring, if I throw a spinning head kick, I will 99% of the time throw it without any intention of landing. I'll throw it just to show it. It's just to show, hey, look, I can do a spinning kick here. I could have got you. I didn't. But there we go. We keep on moving forward. This guy just threw a spinning tornado 540 kick with quite a bit of power, and you can see Raja stumble all over the place. So he was actually pretty concussed after this head kick. And here's a clip of him talking about that concussion.
The Raja Jackson incident has shown how quickly things can go wrong when emotions, social media, and fighting collide. Experts agree that understanding the situation, respecting safety, and staying calm are key in both combat sports and online streaming. Even a small mistake like a powerful kick or misreading a stunt can lead to serious injury or concussion. Raja's reaction also highlights the pressure fighters feel when attention and criticism come at them fast. Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen's comments on the situation sparked outrage because people felt he didn't fully consider the impact of his words. This teaches a clear lesson: think before acting or speaking, and he always respects safety and context in high-risk situations. Do you think Chael Sonnen should have said things differently, or was he just being honest? Share your thoughts below.